We have certain targets, we have certain resolves for 2047, and we are talking about Vikasit Bharat. The world is turbulent. Democracies in various forms are under threat. The so-called democratic institutions created by US itself is backing out on them, whether Human Rights, United Nations or Human Rights Commission or UNESCO or WTO, whatever. In this scenario, if we really want to achieve our goal, whether you follow your father's, Gandhian Swadeshi model or Ekatma Manav Darshan and Indic model, what would you suggest that we should do in next 20-25 years so that those ideas can be recontextualized for mitigating present challenges?
I genuinely believe that our model, we should not be ashamed if anyone points fingers at us, number one. Today, the West, like you said, their own model, whether you can call it a democratic model or not, I don't know, has become a model for big business. It's become a model for vested interests. It's no longer business. It's no longer, to go back to Ekatma Manav Darshan, it's no longer an integrated model of the individual which encompasses a spiritual aspect, which encompasses a cultural aspect, which encompasses an economic aspect. So I'm a firm believer. I'll give you a small example if I can digress. There's a band called the Beatles. And I'm a big music fan. And the guitar player of the Beatles, George Harrison, I would say he knew as much about our Vedic Indic culture than many people in India know. He did so much to promote, whether it's organizations like ISKCON, whether it's Srila Prabhupada's vision internationally, Paramahans Yoganand, Swami Vivekanand, all these movements. So I can feel today that when I travel to the West, especially a country like the United States, they are unable to deal with their dualism. And we have Advaita. We should be taking that model to deal with, to explain to them how to deal with that. Because if they cannot deal with their own internal struggle, they will not be able to deal with the fighting in their own society. If they cannot deal with internal differences in their own society, they'll take the war internationally. So I genuinely, in every cell of my human body, every atom, I fundamentally believe, and I'm not saying that because today is an organizer program, I fundamentally believe that our, whether you call it Indic model, Vedic model, Dharmic model, our Advaita model of dealing with dualities is the answer to solve the world's problems. The best quote that I remember is Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, when the Beatles were learning transcendental meditation with him in Rishikesh in 1967. He said, for a forest to be green,